Yeah, Mr. Potato Head. Well, you know me as Mr. Different. Well, this time I just want to be Mr. Potato Head. Even my father really likes it when I'm Mr. Different.
And it is back. Yep. Tomorrow is UFC 266, and I've been looking so forward to it for the last 4 weeks. And in UFC 264, which was 2 games ago, Conor McGregor was saying, "This is not over." Well, I would agree with him in that sense. Like at the time that I broke my arm, I didn't stop playing basketball after that day.
And this is the type of weather that I'd rather have than it being really, really windy out here.
First things first, if you haven't seen yesterday's video, got a new selfie stick in the delivery. And look at this. This resembles an iPhone charger. Looks pretty much like it in terms of the shape. And if you have seen yesterday's video, then you may have learned a new song.
Man, these songs about sports players are absolutely hilarious. They're even more fun than the regular radio songs.
So, if you haven't seen the video before yesterday, I gave my most annoying neighbors the Eye of the T-Rex. Well, you know Eye of the Tiger, right? That Survivor song. But in that case, I would rather say the Eye of the T-Rex, because I came up there with the T-Rex and made the T-Rex roar, and then I humbled myself like that, like a big boxer.
You'd like to move it, wouldn't you? He'd like to move it, wouldn't he? Well, so am I when I get my legs into that Mac. And I'm very close to getting up to Mac. And I wonder what the heck is it, this truck up there? It's collecting a bunch of trunks that collapsed. I'm just joking around. Of course, it's nothing to do with a tree truck. Well, yeah, I gotta tell you, like, while I was still on my way, I have been surprised. Like, I had a look at who was in that car that was saying hey to me, but literally someone was saying that someone was waving a hand at me. So to put it to this point, I've been surprised by some random people. I've been surprised by fans, whatever. Or it could be my high school friends, I have no idea. I just waved a hand at them.
I didn't even get to see who it was, but literally they were just shouting out my name in pride, in joy, and waving a hand, and so I waved them back. Like, first I didn't hear them, I didn't recognize them, I thought it was some complete stranger, maybe it was, but that's rather hilarious and funny.
Oh yeah, now there's a number of boxers next door, and so look at this ball standing on that light. It's hilarious, but who would even throw it out, or is it just an accident? Look at that, it looks like it's gonna stand on there until one of the personnel collect it. Or he might be so afraid of heights that it might just stay there for at least one whole month, until one day comes where it gets so breezy that the wind even pulls that ball off from that light and it bounces back to its position. Like these balls over here. You see that? Oh, one of them has bursted. Look at that. Yeah, you can tell. Not one of them, but 2, 3 of them. Yeah, 3. No, 2 of them. Just 2 of them have somewhat bursted, while the other ones are still okay. This is an anti-burst gym ball. Well, why would you call it anti-burst after 2 of them have already bursted? Are we returning to ancient times, or what even is it? Like, did they pop out of it with a knife, like a balloon? And another epic surprise isn't that cat just shaking on top of that trunk of a tree with all this breeze. Just look at that. At least we still got close to perfect weather out here. They didn't say that it was going to be this breezy though. Well, hope this cat is enjoying it. I hope he's keeping up this balance. If I was a cat, then it would be pretty hard for me to keep it all up. So the other day I was talking about these as if they were maggots. Well, look at that. They're growing. They're just growing really, really good for now. Honestly, I thought there was no point. I was kind of complaining that this was some expired cat food. Well, at least we got the beginning of a series called Jake and the Beanstalk. Shit, man, we got a number of guys walking out there with guitar cases on their back with the guitar inside. You know, a typical school student walking from school with a backpack, with a plastic water bottle, a set of books, a math book, a science book, a pencil case, rubbers, pens, rulers, scissors, glue sticks, whatever. Rather than some Spider-Man plastic bottles. But when you're so much more into other careers, then you just want to carry that guitar case. Just like myself, I am also into other types of careers and not someone who would just spend 7 hours of the day working in an office. I find that lame. Well, that's one good thing about surviving the big craziness that I constantly talk about in the last 3 weeks. Well, that's good. At least the construction isn't one of the things that leads to this craziness. These constructions that have been going on and on as well. Oh, we got a partial road closure there. It was so difficult to take this sidewalk while exiting Mars Athletic, and there was like 15 guys making a tail out there before getting onto that road. And I'm talking about a tail of a snake. This is what makes a congestion from all the way uphill get crazy when you mention a snake of a traffic. Hey, I'd already found the feather when I was scaring off my crazy neighbors. Look at what else I found. I found the ear of Mr. Potato Head from the 2010 movie Toy Story 3. Yeah, Mr. Potato Head. Well, you know me as Mr. Different. Well, this time I just want to be Mr. Potato Head. Even my father really likes it when I'm Mr. Different. Okay, I'm sure that was not a Mr. Different fan who spray painted this floor with a totally weird name. Looks like this might be Mr. Different the second. What the heck? Holy crap, man. Like, there's still this hide and seek game going on while I was just looking at this seeds and then the plants growing as we continue putting water into them. So apparently it comes from this Trixie case where you put a series of seeds into a basket, and as you water them, it just grows and forms into grass. So we're still letting it grow. Oh, better close this first. Okay, yeah, so we're still leaving it to grow. For now, let's just make sure that the insects don't screw it all up. But yeah, Trixie, look at that. It is already somewhat grown, but we are still in progress to make more and more of this grass. We are still in process to harvest even more of this from this Trixie container. Now it's been about 30 minutes since we let these plants to grow for them to process into grass after putting out this chunk of seeds. And you're not gonna believe it, but still, this cat man, now it's been more than an hour since he's been sitting on that trunk of a tree that is even more legendary than standing on the table. He's not even there anymore, lol. When I call him out for a second time, that's when he quickly ran off like a rabbit. And what a decent sunset with these orange clouds. Well, at least a really nice ending to close to perfect day. But now we got this cat looking at me like a priest. Man, what are you looking at me like a priest for, man? You're not a priest, and I'm not your soldier. And sometimes these cats follow me just to show that they act like priests. But yeah, like, at least it's a decent ending with these orange clouds. Although today's been kind of chilly, it was still close to perfect in terms of the weather. And it is getting to its darkest hour, and the lanterns are shining. That looks absolutely brilliant. Oh, let's look from here. Okay, one of the red lights is on. However, the blue light, oh man, the blue isn't even on. The green is on, but the blue isn't. And this cat grass is still in process for it to grow. Whatever. I really like these lanterns, by the way. That's absolutely fascinating. I'm glad that they put them out here throughout the summer so that they could make it more stylish and more entertaining, shall I say. There's going to be a real event. Well, so tomorrow we are going to be taking Smokey to my grandma. Yep, there are times that he spends the night with my grandmas. Well, thank you so much for watching today's vlog. Yes, now it is the end, but just to wrap it up, yes, today is another one of those days that I had performed 15,000 plus steps. And I think that was now the 9th day for the 9th time. Yes, this month for the 9th time I have made it to 15,000 plus. It's pretty good and progressive. And I'm hoping to make another day of 15,000 plus. And that will be perfection. I would call that easily perfection. Yep. So tomorrow and maybe even Sunday as well. Definitely tomorrow though, but likely Sunday as well. I'll go to Mars Athletic. Tomorrow morning we will do a walk, and that will save me the chance to go to the Mars Athletic Club, depending on the timing, and we will take Smokey to my grandma's anyway. Nara will be there for us. 2 weeks ago, I was talking about when she was working in this house during the week, since I was 6 years old, right? And the fact that she knows my story about being lost in the forest at the age of 7. But yeah, like every time we go there to the area, we learn a lot about this story. So guys, that's the end of today's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day and happy weekend. It's Friday, so happy weekend.